Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so SmackDown this past Friday wasn't nothing crazy. Nothing really insane happened. But it was an important show in my mind because it gave us two Wrestlemania matches that were indeed confirmed. We're going to talk about the one that for sure is confirmed today. And then tomorrow we will talk about the other one that pretty much ended. It pretty much ended the night for SmackDown. So, at WrestleMania, I don't know if it's going to be night one, night two. We'll figure that out when we get there. It will be the Viper versus the prize fighter, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. This match is pretty simple and easy to understand. So, we're going all the way back to Bad Blood in September, where Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teamed up to take on Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Cody and Roman won. Cool. After the show, WWE didn't film what happened after the show. Instead, fans were outside of the arena recording this moment. So, in the video, you'll see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. They're talking for a quick minute. Don't know what they're talking about because, again, WWE didn't film this. Instead, fans that were from a very far distance were recording this. So, no dialogue to follow through. But in the video, you see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens just talking. Probably Kevin Owens is probably mad at the fact that he teamed up with Roman Reigns, and he said that. He said he was mad. He felt weird about the fact that, he was teaming up with Roman Reigns. And they were talking for a quick minute, and the next thing you know, Kevin Owens is beating the holy hell out of Cody Rhodes in front of Cody's bus, in front of his bus. Then he goes to the other side and pulls and drives away in a car when the doors reverse open. It was crazy. It was crazy. Kevin Owens just flexed. But the whole thing is Kevin Owens turned heel at that moment. And throughout weeks, Kevin Owens was banned from SmackDown. So instead, he would do these videos inside of his car, pretty much giving us an understanding of, why he did to Cody and why he feels he's right for what he's doing. Amongst all this, Randy Orton is in the middle because he's Cody's friend and he's also KO's friend. And on top of that, these three were fighting the bloodline not even that long ago, like a month or so ago. So now Randy's in the middle. He's trying to calm Cody down. He's trying to talk to Kevin. Kevin takes this as a sign that Randy is on Cody's side. He picked his side when indeed he was in the middle. So much to the point that Kevin Owens decides to give Randy Orton a package pile driver, taking Randy out for months. I think that was in that had to be in November or so. Because Kevin Owens and Randy Orton did have a Crown Jewel match, a match at Crown Jewel that ended in a draw because both men got counted out. So we didn't get a winner there, and that was fine because Kevin Owens just turned heel. You don't really want him to lose right now. And Randy Orton, I'm thinking Randy Orton can afford another loss because he's had a good amount of losses. So Randy, with Randy and KO just turning heel, that's fine. So that ended in a draw. And then I think a week or so after, Randy Orton got hit with a package pile driver, took him out for months. Fast forward to last month. the Elimination Chamber. Was that even last month? No, that was a couple weeks ago. Fast forward to the Elimination Chamber. Kevin Owens is facing Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. He beats Sami Zayn. And then after the match, he's about to give a package power driver to Sami on concrete. When the next thing you hear Randy Orton's theme. And here comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton returns. Gives Kevin Owens, boom, an RKO. It looked like he was going to give him a punt. But Kevin Owens was able to escape. And, yeah, at this point, that's kind of where we are right now. Randy came back. The SmackDown after pretty much set his attention, said it's on site with Kevin Owens. Then last week, Randy was about to give the punt to Carmelo Hayes because he had a match with Carmelo. He beat him. He was going to give the punt to Carmelo Hayes. Kevin Owens actually dragged Melo out the ring. And, yeah, Randy gave Kevin a couple shots, but Kevin Owens was able to run away clean. And then this past Friday, Randy Orton said he wanted Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens pretty much saying to Randy, listen, you didn't deserve anything I did to you. You didn't deserve the pile driver. You didn't deserve none of that. Cody deserved everything that I gave him. Sami Zayn deserved everything I gave him. You did not deserve anything. And Randy just told him you could take that apology, shove it up your ass. I don't care what you have to say. I want you at WrestleMania. Boom. And here we are. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Okay. Again, this is pretty cut and dry. There's not really much to go on here. I think the only thing is who wins here? Because we are talking about we're talking about Kevin Owens, whose only win he's had is in an unsanctioned match that technically doesn't even count. So if we just take that out the equation, Kevin Owens doesn't want a match in months. And Randy Orton, Randy's won TV matches, single matches here and there, but in terms of pay-per-view matches, yeah, Randy hasn't won. I don't think Randy Orton has won a match since he's pay-per-view match since he's come back. If you want to count War Games last year, War Games in 2023, sure. That's about the last match I think I remember that man winning, because he did win in the Rumble in I'm going 2024 here. He didn't win the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title. He didn't win the Elimination Chamber. He didn't win the Triple Threat at Mania. What do you do at Backlash? Oh, that was that tag team match. That was that tag team match between him, Kevin Owens, and Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. He didn't win. They didn't win that. What would he do after that? I think, was it King of the Ring? It was King. He didn't win King of the Ring against Gunther. He did win that 6-man tag when him, Cody, and KO teamed up to take on Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. They didn't win that. He didn't win Bash in Berlin against Gunther for the world title. And again, as I said, the KO match at Crown Jewel was a draw. So at this point, Randy Orton hasn't won a pay-per-view match since he's come back to WWE. So with that said, actually, I don't think KO's won a actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think KO's won a match either. Actually, I can't remember the last time KO won a pay-per-view match. Damn, I gotta think about it. Again, Elimination Chamber, but it was unsanctioned, so it doesn't really count. I think the last time Kevin Owens had a win was 2023 when he was teaming I think that was the last time. When he was teaming when him and Sami Zayn were the tag champs. I think that was the last time he actually had a victory. Other than that, KO hasn't won in a long time. So this is a match between two people who have not won a pay-per-view in months or about a year or so. So damn, who needs it more? I have no idea. I have no idea. They both need it. To be honest, they both need a win. I have no idea. I would say, I mean, by default, I would say Kevin Owens, so that way Kevin Owens could get maybe a title shot or something. Like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I want Randy Orton to get a title shot himself, you know what I'm saying? You know, try to get a shot at the WWE Championship, you know, depending on what happens between Cody and Cena at Mania, then, you know, I kind of want Randy to push that envelope and try to get, you know, a title shot at some point. I'd like that, but I don't know. I don't know how things are going to sway. And then with KO's a heel. So initially, if they're having the draft, you know what? If they're having the draft this year, which I'm assuming they probably are, I would move KO to Raw. Because hypothetically, if Jey Uso wins the World Heavyweight Championship at Mania, he needs opponents. And KO would be perfect. Especially with the fact that, you know, he still hates Roman Reigns and he could be mad at Jey Uso. Boom, there's something right there. There's something right there. So you know what? This is a thought. So, damn, do I have KO winning then? Okay, so let's say hypothetically Kevin Owens wins at WrestleMania, right? Boom, he wins at WrestleMania. I don't know how. Maybe he reverses the punt. Maybe he hits the package pile driver, then hits a stunner. Maybe he does that. I don't know. So let's say hypothetically Kevin Owens wins at WrestleMania. Then the WWE draft comes along, and then Kevin Owens goes to Raw. And again, if Jey Uso wins the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, he's going to need an opponent. Boom, you got Kevin Owens, who's just coming off a WrestleMania win, so he's got the momentum. And then boom, Kevin Owens and Jey Uso for the world title. It works because Kevin Owens still got that lingering problem with the bloodline and everything. You know he hates Roman Reigns. He'd probably be mad at Jey Uso for the fact that Jey Uso went back to Roman Reigns. So he got that gripe going. And then boom, there you go. You got a program, which probably be a cool program, all things considered. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think whichever man wins this match at WrestleMania, I think either one of them go to wherever they gotta go to get a shot at the world title. Boom. That's how I have it. Now, who do I have definitively winning? I don't know. I don't know. Again, once we get closer and closer to Mania, I think we're 4 weeks away at this point. Once we get there, I'll probably have a winner in my head. But right now, I kind of don't. But that's kind of what I can see going. So if Kevin Owens wins, then he should definitely... If Kevin Owens wins and they have a WWE draft, he should go to Raw. He should be the next number one contender for Jey Uso to the World Heavyweight Championship if Jey Uso wins. Because I don't know what that match is. A lot of these WrestleMania matches, I have no idea how they're going to go. I just think about it. Because the Cody and Cena could go either way, honestly. I know there's one definitive winner, but that match could go either way. The women's title could go either way. You know what I'm saying? But again, same thing. It's kind of a definitive winner. Jay and Gunther could go either way. But again, there's one definitive winner, but you can actually make a claim for the other one. And I'm not going to talk about the women's world title because it looks like they're trying to do something with that. So once that gets more finalized, then we'll talk about it. I know I talked about it already, but I'm sure they're about to do something with that. So I'm probably going to have to talk about it again. And then the next match that we will talk about tomorrow, that one's going to be harder because I have no idea who's winning that. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, just a lot of I don't knows right now. But again, once we get closer to that date, we should actually know who wins and whatever the case is. And yeah, that's all I got. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support as always. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to talk about that triple threat match for WrestleMania. And then I'm going to start recording, because I actually have not started recording the rest of my My Rides, because it seems like there's other things that I missed, so I want to be able to capture those and then put it on my channel. And then, of course, I still got all these other videos that I got backlogged that I got to put out so I can stay on schedule with what I need to do and everything like that. And yeah, so until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.